All right, fun fact. Did you know that the number of people who wanted to start a business after the pandemic increased by 53%? It hit a whole freaking record. It seemed like y'all wasn't playing, right? After this pandemic, it was just super crazy amount of people who wanted to start a business. But I don't blame you, because at the end of the day, these jobs ain't loyal. And the pandemic showed you that during hard times, they just not gonna support us. And we fed up with it. And to be honest with you, before the pandemic, I didn't even really want to work for nobody. But the facts still remain. 1 out of every 5 businesses in the United States are going to fail within the first year. That number is going to more than double by year 5. That means that half of the businesses that start today aren't even going to be here in 5 years. Today, we about to change all of that. If you can master these 3 things that I'm getting ready to tell you, and you can apply them right now, regardless if you're starting or not, then it will increase your chances and be one of the successful businesses. So you won't have to suffer that humiliation of starting a business and having to go back to work after the year, or basically never quitting your job and now you had this business that's struggling. By the way, I'm Josh Gill, creator of Boss Nation Academy, the place where solopreneurs come to create multiple streams of income using the power of the internet. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you the 3 tips that I use to keep my business recession proof before, during, and after the recession. Keep watching. So nothing starts until you master the first tip, which is capture attention. I remember I was making like these goofy freaking videos with a suit and tie on and dancing around in like circles and doing all this stuff just to get attention. And guess what? I didn't even make a freaking sale. I didn't get people to click on my stuff at all until one time I switched it up. So in tip number 1, if you want to grab somebody's attention, which you must do, you want to talk about their problems. The hard, honest truth is people don't care about your freaking product. They don't care about it, right? What people do is they buy solutions to their problems. They buy dream outcomes to their nightmare situations. And you need to understand that. So instead of just saying, look, buy my product, and getting mad at everybody on your Facebook page because of the simple fact is that they're not supporting your business, well, maybe they don't freaking need your business. Maybe they don't need your product. Or maybe they don't even know that what your product solves, like what problem that you're trying to solve with your product. So sit down, figure out what type of problem that your product or service solve. For instance, Michael Jordan, he solves the problem of boredom, right? He solves the problem of I ain't got nothing to do to, excitement, right? A barber, transform. It makes the person feel better on the outside and the inside. So does a beautician, right? They also help with relationships, believe it or not. And whatever problem that you solve, right? You need to figure out like exactly which problem that is going to bring you the most attention, okay? And that is what you want to put out on your front end marketing, your bios on your Instagram feed. Instead of just saying ESOT distributor, why don't you say, I help people detox in time for their jobs. When people have problems, what's the first thing they do? They actually take their phone, right? Or they go on the internet and they research how to solve their problem, right? They want to close that loop. They want to get back whole, okay? If they're looking for a job, right, they want to actually go online. They're going online like the best jobs in my city, okay? So you need to understand that when people actually do it, it's not like they got to pick up the phone book and call a salesperson or call for information. They got all the information in their hands. So you need to get in front of them and let them know in all your front-end marketing, hey, what's that guy that actually can help me detox before this job happened, right? I remember seeing that. Like, what do you do? Oh, yeah, I got this tea packet, so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden you got the ISO right? That's just an example. So when they're going on the internet and they're researching it, they're asking specific questions. And when you go in there and you type in a search bar, how to do something or whatever it may be, you'll see that if you go a little bit further down the page, that there is some questions that people are asking. Well, those are real questions that real people are really asking, right? And it's the most common questions. But there's a gold mine on the internet, and thank God it gives you a lot more than what you see. So if you go on the website called answerthepublic.com, and then download this Chrome extension called Keywords Everywhere, you'll start to see a gold mine of questions and how many searches for that particular questions is per month. And that'll give you about a round figure of what questions you need to create content on, right? What questions you need to create posts on first. Let me just show you real quick, like how that works and what it looks like. So all you got to do is go on Answer the Public, click the Chrome extension, Keywords Everywhere, right? Premium version, meaning you get so many searches before you have to start paying. So like you come down here and you type in whatever genre or topic it is, right? Let's just say we are doing makeup, for example. You type that in right here and you click search. All right, so now when this pops up, you're gonna see like this little visual graph here. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click data, and bam, look at this. They got all the questions categorized that everybody's asking over the internet. And this number right here, there's 880 searches a month. That means it's a hot topic compared to can makeup expire, right? Now, when you start doing this method and playing around with it and typing in different words, you'll start to become a trusted authority. I started to do this and people start like inboxing and asking more questions. And then you could just, this is just like the Answer the Public is just like a start, right? It's not like the end all be all. It's just a start to post your beginning content, right? So you're not leading with the problem, you're leading with the solution, and people are connecting that like, hey, I got that problem, right? So now underneath the comments on your YouTube videos or your TikToks or whether your Facebook posts or business page, right? You'll start to see that, oh, okay, cool. Like people are asking more questions in the comment section, and then that gives you more content, right, that you can actually create to answer those questions. Nonetheless, you'll start to see that people will start to share your posts to a friend or a family member or somebody that has the exact same problem that you're solving or the question that you're answering. You gotta keep in mind that when people share stuff, right, even though they don't give the answer, they're technically borrowing. There is something in it for them because they actually come out to a point where they appear to be more helpful to the environment, and you're helping them become more helpful. And so now your stuff is spreading all over the internet. Okay, that's what happened to me when I started to use this method of answering questions. Okay, now we didn't get into business to answer questions without making money, right? An entrepreneur is somebody who solves problems at a profit. So the next step is very, very simple. All right, now we have to use frameworks. So in tip number 2, using frameworks, all frameworks is a step-by-step approach on getting somebody to go from A to B. So in this step, you're literally going to be the person who is literally going to lead them down the buying cycle or lead them to become a lead, okay? Or lead them to subscribe or lead them to the next step of your funnel, right? Of your conversational or social media or marketing funnel by telling them like, listen, this is how you solve this problem, and then you give your step-by-step approach. It's almost like a recipe. Now, nobody does this better than Betty Crocker. So if you go on the bettycrocker.com website, right, you'll start to see that they have a whole bunch of recipes on here, right? Now, what people may, or what you may not understand is General Mills own Betty Crocker and they own flour and they own all of this. But instead of just promoting the flour or the product or their cake batter or their mix, they actually provide a recipe and they start with the solution. How to make perfectly pumpkin mashed potatoes. And in this, you'll start to see that they have stuff that's hyperlinked in their content, okay? And this pouch, Betty Crocker Homestyle Creamy Butter Mashed Potatoes, that was a tongue twister, is their exact product that they're actually selling. But they give you the framework or the recipe, right? Like make potatoes, it's directed on a pouch, step by step. And in there, you have to actually use this pouch that Betty Crocker recommends, which is their product. So as you can see, that you can literally just walk people down the buying cycle by giving them frameworks or giving them your framework on how to get there from A to B. Okay, now let's give another example. I had this video where I was literally selling a product called Click Magic and Udemy. Okay, and in this video you can see that I wasn't really for real, like the audio was crappy. You could barely see my face. I didn't have all the lights and the equipment, but this video, I was showing people exactly how to avoid fake clicks, okay, on this website called Udemy. And I was going through step by step on how to look at the actual provider, on how they actually send out leads, or how they actually send out the clicks, and how they send traffic to my website and my product. And then I will put this little tracker in there that will literally filter out bad clicks from like link farms and bots. And as you can see, that video got a lot of views, which got over 15,000 views. Now, I didn't do anything with that video, but what I noticed is I had affiliate links in my description to get those products, just like Betty Crocker did. And in that video, with the bad quality and all the other good stuff and the bad audio, well, the audio was subpar. That video was really making me $1,000 a month in combined affiliate sales. In addition to that, people was buying traffic over and over and over again. So I was making money off of the monthly subscription, and it was just compounding over and over and over again. And I did that with a lot of my stuff. But people love how-to videos, okay? On my channel, when you can see that my how-to videos, they perform a lot better than just my general video. And as you can see, like, Click Magic wasn't the center of the discussion. It was me. I was the solution, right? So when you do it like this and you capture the attention with the solution, and then you give them your framework on how to take them from A to B, you'll see that people will start to choose whether or not to interact with their posts, and you'll pull the perfect person who is right for your business. Instead of telling everybody, they'll actually raise their hand and be like, oh, I have that problem. And then you can slowly lead them down the buying cycle using your framework. And then you become a trusted authority and somebody they can buy from, and they'll be compelled to, do business with you or become a lead. The only thing you need to worry about in this process is what step you want them to take next. Depending on where they are in the funnel, you kind of got to use your common sense. You can literally start walking people down a buying cycle and grab influence by using frameworks. Now, the big thing that I actually have is a lot of people, they tend to just put everything and all 100% of their business on social media, on YouTube or on TikTok, but they don't have a list and they don't have a website. And that is a huge mistake, especially for somebody who got their account shut down or another social media platform pops up and you want to move everybody over there, right? You got to understand that just because you have a subscriber on YouTube, it's still YouTube that controls your business. It's still TikTok that controls your business. And if they go underneath, so does your business. So the plan that I have in tip number 3 is give them the overarching what on YouTube, on TikTok, on Facebook. And then go ahead and just answer one question on there, and then have a call to action to come to your site to join your list, right? Maybe it might be a PDF. Maybe it might be some more training. Maybe it might be, subscribe here on my YouTube, but you can get the whole details if you want to on my website, right? And on my list, I'll send out a step-by-step over a course of days to teach you more or to show you more. Now, I do have a bonus for you at the very end for staying this long, but the bonus is you want to leverage automation and then automate your leverage. What that means is that if I have an email list, right? I want that email list is considered leverage. Now, I have a series of emails to send this training out that I already pre-recorded that walks people down the buying cycle, whatever level they're on. So since the email is leverage in here, now I want to automate my leverage by creating many different funnels that will have little bitty links. So when they open up this email, it's going to send this. If they don't respond in so many days, I got an email coming in an email series. I'm going to hit those people after 30 days or 90 days. And that gets a little bit more advanced. But what I want to tell you is that we go over our list inside of the Legendary Business Academy. I'll have the link in the description. It'll literally teach you how to create a high converting business from A to Z. No matter what you're starting, no matter what you're doing, if you're a solopreneur, you will learn how to create multiple streams of income. And the reason why you want to have them on your own website is because now you're taking the same principles that YouTube applies, but you're putting on your website. Same thing on Facebook and Google. Is now you're the content creator and people are coming onto your site, right? It's best to have like a little login where they can get access to it, because it brings this exclusivity, right, to your business, right? People are logging in and are getting more info, right? That's a true fan, because now you can start to serve ads, or you can endorse or take out brand deals where you can say, listen, I got this YouTube with X amount of subscribers. I got this TikTok with X amount of followers, and this Instagram. But I also have a private community, right, where people consume my information, where I could put your ads on the side. And now you can start brokering out your voice, your last name. And that's when like stuff just took off for me, right? So that's how I was able to make money without that many subscribers, without that many TikTok viewers, without being popular, right? Because I was able to bring in fans and have a closed door ceremony where I have more live events and let them know. And the other caveat to that is when something like, if TikTok or, something goes down the drain or whatnot, I could just go ahead and say, hey, y'all, I'm on, Clubhouse. Is Clubhouse a thing now? Or I'm on Facebook, or I'm on this, or come on this. And I could just send, boom, just send out one email or go to my list, right? And just send it straight out, and then bam, everybody's moving over. Or if I make a YouTube video, instead of paying for ads to boost it, I could put the YouTube video inside of my private community on my website, and I could say, hey, y'all, watch this video. This will help you do X, Y, Z, right? Because I've already been doing that. This is a new video out. Then I'll get my surge, right? And it'll be a push. Make sure you like and share it, so on and so forth, right? So these tips are super good for any solopreneur, and any solopreneur can follow this, right? If you master it. And again, like I said, we go over this inside our Legendary Business Academy. It has launched. We got so much stuff going on right now. We got a closed door community. Now I want to turn it over to you. Which one of these tips you want to implement into your business, or that you're going to implement into your business? Put it in the comment section and I'll reply any questions. I reply to as many comments as I possibly can, if not all. All right. So I'll see you in the next video. And also let me know exactly what you would like to go over in the next video. And that's, again, I'm practicing what I preach here. So with that being said, I want you all to have a prosperous business, and I want to see your stuff prospering next year and to the years and beyond. And don't forget to make your last name the asset, not somebody else's. Peace.